Star Wars Jedi Survivor, a very anticipated sequel to EA and Respawn Entertainment's heavily story-driven Jedi Fallen Order all the way back in 2019. This game only just released and it is getting backlash. Why, you may ask? Well, it's not actually getting backlash due to the actual game itself. The game's actually looking great and people are saying the story is like put really well together and that it's probably one of the best Star Wars games of all time. But what isn't great is the absolute shocking performance of the game. If I'm not wrong in saying this, but a lot of games over the last few years have definitely not been good with their optimization, especially when it comes to like the AAA releases. It's crazy. But I can't lie, this one's actually done it for me. Like, this has hit a brink for me now with games. Like, I literally started playing the game yesterday, and honestly, I was disappointed to just know how bad the performance was. I expected to jump into the game and actually have quite a decent experience, but just seeing a matter of, like, literally 40 FPS on my screen, to say I play on, like, an RTX 3070, I find that quite shocking, and this was on, like, low settings. And like, don't get me wrong, it's not all about the performance of games, but just to have a good experience. You don't want to have like your game running all choppy, especially when you want to like play it properly. Like, it's not a good experience. And just about this, I've done a lot of like research on this, and I'm not the only one having issues with this. Like, there's a lot of people out there having the same issue on PC especially, but also on like the new gen consoles. It is crazy. And before the game even fully released, EA came out and said that they was going to do this day one patch to like fix these issues to do with the performance and all the bugs. However, none of this got fixed and the performance is still bad. And what we have at the minute is people on high-end rigs, like even rigs with RTX 4090s and high-end CPUs, having issues with the performance. Like, because these PCs can cost anywhere from like around $5,000, and that is absolutely like shocking to know. And to say the RTX 4090 is literally the best GPU out there at the moment, and people are having issues with that, I don't think that's a coincidence. And there's this one clip I saw on TikTok just yesterday, and I find this one absolutely appalling. For context, at the top there is a player who's playing the game on an RTX 3080 Ti with ray tracing on the highest settings, and they're literally getting around 30 FPS-ish, which, I mean, is not awful. Like, 30 frames per second is like, you know, it's not terrible. But what is terrible is the fact that when you turn ray tracing off and literally have the settings on low, what it shows is literally just a 10 frame boost. Like, I'm sorry, but like, I'm sorry, what the fuck? How unoptimized is this game? As regards to new gen consoles, there's not been too much issue, but there is more issues on higher resolution. So if you're playing at 1080p on the performance mode that comes with the game, like the 60 frame per second mode, I don't think there's much issue. But if you're playing in like 1440, 4K, apparently there's frame drops, you don't actually hit the 60 frames per second. And people are saying you might as well play in the quality mode at 30 frames per second and get a bit of better graphics and all that. But it's just genuinely shocking to see the fact that there's issues everywhere with this game. And this game was highly anticipated for months, and people have been waiting for it for a while. And EA and Respawn are actually a good company. They made a good, you know, Jedi Fallen Order was a good game, and I'm actually even, you know, shocked myself to even have seen such a bad release, I can't lie. And just yesterday, EA came out with this tweet. And this tweet says, "We're aware that Star Wars Jedi Survivor isn't performing to our standards for a percentage of our PC players, in particular those with high-end machines or certain specific configurations." That is true. For example, players using cutting-edge multi-threaded chipsets designed for Windows 11 were encountering problems on Windows 10 or high-end GPUs, coupled with lower performance CPUs, also saw unexpected frame loss. Rest assured, we are working to address these cases quickly. Yeah, as you should be. Like, you know, obviously you're gonna have to, you know, solve these issues, otherwise no one's gonna want to play the game. While there is no single comprehensive solution for PC performance, what? The team has been working on fixes we believe will improve performance across a spectrum of configurations. We are committed to fixing these issues as soon as possible, but each patch requires significant testing to ensure we don't introduce new problems. Thanks for understanding, and apologies to any of our players experiencing these issues. We will continue to monitor performance across all platforms and share update timings as soon as it is available. Okay. They're trying to fix it, which is understandable, and if they didn't try and fix it, that would have been ridiculous. So that's the only positive we got out of this. But the fact they're saying there is no single comprehensive solution, so there's no solution currently at all to this. So they're going to have to update the game to even get this sorted. And Who knows how long that will take? Like, bear in mind, this could take a matter of weeks to a month or even months. Like, it's actually bizarre. I want to play the game. I played the game yesterday, and honestly, it wasn't that bad. I enjoyed what it looked like. I enjoyed, you know, the whole story. I only played like an hour, but the performance was terrible. And I paid like 40-50 pounds for this game, and I am not paying 40 to 50 pounds just to have a very, you know, bad performing game. To say I have a high-end PC myself, and it's just not enjoyable that way. And I'm not the only one having this issue. Like, if you go onto the Steam store itself and go on the reviews, there are mixed reviews. And yesterday when it first came out, there was mostly negative. And most of the reviews come out with, the performance is bad, I play on such and such spec, and people are getting like frame drops everywhere, not even exceeding not even getting to 60 frames. We're getting around like 30 to 40 on the lowest of settings on high-end, you know, GPUs, and it's actually shocking. I guess welcome to the world of AAA games where you literally have to sell a kidney just to be able to get a GPU that will run them these days. And even then, it won't even run properly. Like, you know, and this isn't even me calling the game shit, it's literally just the performance of it that ruins the experience of the game. And I cannot lie, EA and Respawn, you have really kicked people to the curb with this one. Like, people have paid a lot of money for this game, and I don't think to say they've got high-end, you know, specs, and even, you know, new-gen consoles for that matter, that people want to be playing this game for it to run shit. For a big company like you, it's a bit bad that you made the game so unoptimized. So that's really all I've got to say. Like, I don't know how long these fixes will take. I don't know if they will even fix the game fully. Guess we gotta wait and see. But regardless of that, thank you for watching this video, and if you're new around here, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. And I'm not calling the game like bad itself, it's genuinely the performance that's made it horrible. But regardless of that, we'll have to wait and see. And I'm still excited to play the game, and I'm pretty sure it's a very well written story, so big ups to that, I guess. And I'd love to hear your guys' feedback in the comments below for those people who may have played the game. If not, then just be sure to drop a comment anyway. That'll be appreciated. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.